Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Disco Boy. And this is from writer-director Giacomo Abruzzi's, and this film stars Franz Rogowski as a young man going through Europe and winds up arriving in Paris and being brought into the Foreign Legion. And his destiny, his path, his life comes across Jomo, who's struggling, dealing with oil companies destroying his village and his life in the Niger Delta. And this film is very interesting in terms of it's very heavy on themes, it's very heavy on music, the auditory experience, the visual experience, and the emotion in the performances. Narratively, it feels a bit shuffled, it feels a bit wispy in terms of where it's going from one thing to another. There's definitely moments that are very quiet, long stretches, where you're not really hearing dialogue or movement of a plot per se, but it's this interaction between this man who's caught up as this foreign representative of this country coming into another country, and the dynamics of like the French in Africa and dealing with those kinds of things. But it's really all the other elements that make this such a poignant and impactful experience. Franz Rogowski is one of the best actors in the world, and he has been in so many great performances, from Love Transit to A Hidden Life to Great Freedom and Passages, and eventually I feel like he's going to break out. Undine, another great one, as I'm looking through his IMDb. I feel like he'll make that jump to Hollywood films and be such a really impactful new foreign performer. But at this point, he's been in so many great films, and he brings such a unique presence to all of them. Just looking at him quietly engaging in the scenes, and his physicality just says so much. And he brings a very different kind of presence to these films. And he's an actor that doesn't necessarily have that leading man look, or that leading man stature, or leading man voice. It's somebody who brings an authenticity to every single role. And the positions that he's placed in here, whether he's in this hard-nosed legionnaire group, or he's out at a club, or he's doing all these different things, all leading up to quite possibly yet another great dancing final scene in a movie from this year. But it's that performance, it's the themes of dealing with this immigrant story, dealing with colonialism, all those things hit in such a visceral way in this, without having to be spelling out. There's no big speeches or anything like that. You're just feeling it. And then just from the audio-visual perspective of this film, composer Vitalik, there's such a unique use of music in this film, and it seeps in. There's moments that feel so visceral and so artistic and artful. And Helene Lover, who is the cinematographer, this film is gorgeous. The use of colors, this haze about it, just brings this dreamlike experience, and you just get lost in it. All leading up to this final sequence as well that just hits like nothing else. And it just feels like it pulls all the emotions and feelings that you've experienced throughout this film and just shoots them out in this big moment. And this film might not satisfy everybody from a narrative perspective, but just from an artful, from a filmmaking, and from an experiential perspective, this is something special and definitely worth a watch. But those are my thoughts on Disco Boy. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.